What's good, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back. Listen, man, I know this season is not going the way we want it to, but we gotta keep pressing on, keep keep going on to the next, task, the next challenge, whatever. We're gonna continue to educate ourselves. I'm gonna continue to educate you on what you need to see when it comes to Sundays because I'm telling you, us content creators, shout out to the Votches, the Will Steels, the Foots, the Boss Cowboy. When we work relentless this week to go over game plans and we just hoping that our team is doing the same, and pretty much we be right, man. Like everything we be seeing turns out to be a reality, man. I'm just saying it turns out to be a reality. So it's we're gonna continue to truck along. Big week this week. We gotta we gotta get right this week. We gotta get right this week. We have to get right this week. And this is a dangerous team, in my opinion. This is a very dangerous team. But let's get into the coaching report. Raheem Morris, young head coach. I think it's his first time being a head coach. One thing I noticed when seeing his resume, this guy he reminds me of Eric Spoelstra from the Miami Heat. If anybody knows basketball, I very much so respect Eric Spoelstra. Eric Spoelstra started as a videographer for the Miami Heat and worked his way up to the head coaching position. Now, videographer into a head coaching position. That's similarly how Raheem Morris was everywhere. He was the passing defense game manager. He was all over the place with his resume. Two or three different jobs with Atlanta before he's now being the head coach of this team. Has 2 Super Bowls under his belt, so he got some championship DNA. Super Bowl with the 0-2 Buccaneers, and then recent Super Bowl with the 2023 with the Rams. He was a DC over there. And that's where his relationship with his O coordinator comes from, because his O coordinators were serving under Sean McVay, which we're going to get to later on this video. But I'm just pointing out where, he knows what he's doing, man. This is a smart coach. He's a galvanizer. I believe he embodies the city of Atlanta, which is an underdog mentality. Every game, and it seems like he's playing with house money, and you can tell they just go in, and you know what? They could be like, hey, you can look over me all you want to, but you're going to still have to, put your pants on the same way as I do. I'm not going to be afraid. I'm not going to be scared. And you see that because with every team they didn't play, they're within, even the Chiefs who are like, 6-0, they were within, it came down to the wire with them. So this team is a very tough and dangerous team. Let's get into the offense, okay? Offensive coordinator Zach Robinson served under Sean McVay from the Sean McVay tree. Okay, very respectable head coach. Got a Super Bowl over there. When I watch this offense, I feel like this offense is probably one of the most dangerous offenses we've seen this entire year. I'm gonna say it again. This is one of the most dangerous offenses we've seen this entire year. On paper, there is dynamic playmakers all over this field. And I don't know how our defense being as gutted as it is. Hopefully we get our guys back, but I'm just being straight up. They have Bijan Robinson. I'm a Longhorn fan, long time. I've been knowing this kid since he was in college. He's a dynamic 3-down back. Got great footwork, got great burst, can work within the tackles, got great vision, can work in small spaces. You name it, this guy has it all. He has it all, and like in the top it all off, he's a part of a running back tandem. So he's gonna be as fresh as he can get. He's gonna prove a matchup problem. We're gonna have to. If they're gonna pass the ball to him, whoever's on him gonna have to, tackle in space. They got Drake London on the outside, big target receiver. Remember him? He was a lottery pick a couple of years ago. So he's a big body receiver as well. We're gonna have to worry about him. Darnell Mooney, who we used to face all the time. He's a great dynamic receiver, sneaky athletic. Just an incredible playmaker. Kyle Pitts, who the famous, Kyle Pitts, who's a draft lottery guy a couple of years ago, finally is getting a coordinator featuring him in the system, and that's including him. This man right here is dangerous. He's gonna, man. Listen, I don't the way the Cowboys been playing. If we continue to go in there and guard him like we did Kittle, he will kill us more than Kittle, in my opinion, because this team attacks the middle of the field, and he's a matchup problem. And we cannot do what we did versus the Niners and sell out versus the run versus this team, because they have too many threats on the other side. We can't, I too many threats. I don't trust. I'm honestly say I don't trust on our team one-on-one. I don't trust Donovan Wilson one-on-one versus Kyle Pitts. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't trust Kendricks one-on-one versus Bijan. Just be honest with you. So Zim is gonna have his work cut out for him this week, and I expect a well sought out plan, because we're gonna have to. And I didn't even talk about Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins, he's the engine with it all. He's making this all work still in this season. He's turning that prime time narrative around, and he's just sitting back there and he will pick you apart. And I'm telling you, Cowboys, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, this game can get ugly like the other games, because this offense is very, very dangerous. Let's go on to the defense. All right, as I got right here in the squares, Jesse Bates, AJ Terrell. This is who's going to be on the roof of the defense. This is very important. As you know, Dak has been struggling when he's trying to play the hero ball, and I don't need him testing these guys right here. AJ Terrell, very physical corner. Jesse Bates, the ball hawkness of all ball hawkness. I'm just saying we need to have a sort out plan. I'm not even gonna be surprised if this guy, AJ Terrell, is the one who's over CD, and Jesse Bates is the guy who's on the roof of CD. I'm not gonna be surprised. This defense feeds off the momentum of the offense. This pass rush is bottom of the league. So this offensive line that we have on our team, if they cannot block these guys, I promise you, I am out on this offensive line for the Dallas Cowboys. I'm out, because this team cannot get to the quarterback, the Falcons. Matter of fact, they've traded for multiple edges, and they're trying their best to get there. So yeah, the secondary plays were hard, and this team plays were hard, and the secondary takes pride in physicality. Let's go over to the trenches report. Okay, the offensive line. They got some studs in the interior. I feel like the interior is the strength of this offensive line. Lindstrom, and I'm blanking on Bergeron, former top picks. There's some studs. I noticed this offensive line is very much athletic. So they're gonna get a hat in moving targets to get Bijan those moving open lanes. Stretch, misdirection, be on the lookout for that. This is a real respectable offensive line. They're not going to maul you, but I'm telling you, they're going to withstand you from getting to the quarterback, and they're going to do it the best they can. It's hat guys, some professional defense. Anyamata is a stud on the interior, but the edges are average, and they're space eaters. Like I said again, I'll reiterate, this line group is last in the league in pass rush. This pass rush is so bad, I'm not even going to put out a video I need to put out for our tackles for a key matchup. I may do Anyamata, but we'll see. I'm just saying, the offensive line better come with a more sought out plan this week. I'm very much so expecting that. So yeah, now let's get to the keys to victory. I'm gonna keep saying it once again and again and again. Play sound football. We need to run the ball when we need to run the ball. Not go empty 13 personnel in the red zone. That's not playing sound football. Okay, taking advantage of turnovers, just playing cohesion with the teams, not being dumb on special teams, not having boneheaded mistakes and everything. Sound football. Win the individual matchups. This is mainly for the defense, because this offense we're facing is going to stretch us out very thin. So winning the matchup is just a matter of really tackling in open space, etc. Which I already have right there. Take advantage of everything. I'm take advantage of everything. Um, we we haven't been doing that this season. We'll get great position from the defense, and the offense will go down there and just get three. No, like I need a a steadiness, a steady hand, a efficient hand from this offense this week. Win in the trenches as usual, and of course keep four upright so he can make the throws. Um, I promise you, this team, like I said again, is last in the league when it comes to rushing the passer. So I better see that. Okay, Cowboys fans. Yeah, I mean, this is a key game coming up this week. This is a team you cannot look over. The Atlanta Falcons, they are very much respectable. I'm telling you, the offense we're facing is even more scarier than the Niners offense, and we just faced Shanahan. I'm going to say that again. This Falcons offense is even more scarier than Shanahan's offense because we could literally put 6 people on the line of scrimmage, like which I told them to do, sell out versus the run, and play man on everyone else. I feel like we was able to do that because Brandon Ayuk was hurt. Okay, this week they have too many playmakers on the outside, and I just don't trust in a one-on-one matchup. We're gonna have to play base. We're gonna have to switch it up. We're gonna have to just consolidate the game down to just down by down, in my opinion. But if you do those things, we should finally come out here with a victory. That's been my time, Cowboys fans. Peace.